Surrender. What really is it? Does the idea of surrender indicate weakness, or is it a sign of strength? Is it control lost or control gained? Is it being less ambitious or less focused? Is it akin to giving up or giving in? Is it declaring that you are weak and the other strong? Or is it true exercise of your power? Is it the vice of a coward or the virtue of the wise? There is a very beautiful and a popular verse in the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2. कर्मण्यवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन मा कर्मफल हेतुर्भु मा ते संगोत्स्व कर्मणि. This verse asks us to focus on action. Our work, our jobs, our responsibilities. And in the same breath, it says that we must not be attached to the fruits of our action. How? Isn't this just so contrary to what we usually do? We are generally so fixated on the outcome that we forget to remember that the results lie in action. Let us take a bird's eye view of this. There are two beautiful hatchlings in a nest far up in the tree. The parents have been taking turns guarding the nest and feeding their young ones. And then the day arrives when the babies must leave the nest. So the parents begin teaching them how to fly. But these little ones are scared. They come out to the rim of the nest, look down at the possible fall height, and promptly take cover in the safety of the nest again. This continues for a couple of days until finally the parents push these babies out of the nest. This is a moment of surrender. Surrender to the task at hand, which in this case is aimed at the growth and development of the young ones. There are two outcomes possible here. Either they would fly or they would fall and die. But then it is said that what you focus on expands. If the parents had fretted only about the second possibility, the first would never have happened. The chicks do begin in their free fall, a fall of surrender. A fall that would make them fly in the sky, or a fall that would make them die. And because they do not want to die just yet, in that moment, their survival instinct comes up into action. They begin to flap, and in that flapping, they are able to push against the air and lift themselves up. And they learn to fly. Both the bird parents and the chicks had an outcome in mind. But in order to move towards that outcome, they had to shift focus into action rather than being fixated on and obsessing over the outcome. We must have goals in life. It is important to be moving towards an outcome. And then just surrender to taking action, detaching from that outcome. This way, we simply walk the path of our goal. Surrender is trust. Surrender is faith. Surrender is knowing that when you take action in the moment called now, you will be divinely guided. My name is Nidhi Sagar, and I sign off with my thoughts on surrender at this note.